Hey guys, welcome back to Puck Talk. Today we'll be talking about the round two matchups, and we're going to be doing a quick review of round one before we start off. So, playoff hockey has been going great so far. Round one ended, and we're pretty deep into round two. So, how about we do that review first? So,
Yeah.
let's bring up the matchups.
So the first matchup is Colorado and Seattle.
Huge series,
Biggest
pretty big
upset in
upset.
the West.
Yeah.
I'm happy for Seattle though. Like,
Yeah.
good for them.
Yeah, I like the Seattle really came together as a group, even though there was some like the Cogliano hit. I think that should have been suspendable. I don't think Everly should have played. I think the refs were a little biased or something on that. But I think everything that could have went wrong for Colorado went wrong in that series. Nishkashkin left, Landeskog was already injured, Makar got suspended, and he was injured too. I think it was the
Yeah.
perfect storm for Colorado, and Seattle took advantage of that.
All right. And who's your MVP?
Okay, it's hard because I don't really Seattle's depth scoring. And Bjorkstrand played good, but he came in the last game only.
For me,
I don't
for me,
really got one.
it's gotta be Grubauer.
Oh
He
yeah, that
really
guy.
stepped up.
He played amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
He stepped up in that series. He showed his former team what he's capable of. That he wasn't just carried, and he carried them past the Avalanche, and he played really well.
yeah. Made them regret moving on from him.
Yeah. Well, I
Uh,
mean, they do have a cup, so I mean, I don't
yeah,
think they really regret that.
yeah,
So
yeah. True, true.
They'll take what they
Uh,
get.
yeah.
yeah,
Next up, Dallas and Minnesota. What do we think about that?
poor Minnesota, man. They're the new Leafs now. Oh my
I
gosh.
expected this Dallas
Yeah.
win.
I
Minnesota
was
is
I expected Dallas to win, but I was hoping Minnesota won.
yeah. After the first few games, I'd hoped that Gustafsson would carry them, but Ottinger ended up proving the better goalie, like we kind of expected.
And MVP for the series,
Gotta give it to the goalie again, right?
Oettinger, yeah, he was pretty good. I think I'd say Oettinger.
92 save percentage, I'm pretty sure throughout the whole entire series.
Yeah. It was a goal. It was a goaltending battle, kind of, but Ottinger came out on top, I think.
Yeah.
And then Vegas versus Winnipeg, the worst series of the playoffs so far.
Vegas winning. Oh
Boring.
my goodness, guys. Very, very unexpected.
Yeah,
I'm
who would have
kidding.
thought?
All in all, genuinely could not care less about the series.
Yeah.
For
Yeah. Winnipeg has a problem, a big problem.
I think when out of all the teams in the wild card that out of all the teams that could have gotten the wild card spot, I don't think it should have been Winnipeg. I think
Yeah.
there are four other teams in the West that are better than them.
Yeah.
I feel like any other team, like Calgary or even Nashville, would have given Vegas a run for their money more than Winnipeg, because
Yeah.
Winnipeg was just flat out terrible. Winnipeg reminded me of soda that you left out open. It's just flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MVP for that series. I like Stone's play, but do you guys have
I
any?
liked Eichel actually. Eichel played pretty well in that series.
Eichel had a better series in my opinion.
Okay, we'll go with Eichel then. And then next up, Oilers versus the Kings. This was the best series in the first round, in my opinion.
Really?
Entertainment value wise. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yo, Draisaitl, baby.
Yeah.
Draisaitl absolutely demolished them. Oilers' goaltender problems still continue, but as long as their offense outscores the goals that they let in, they'll be fine.
Who would have thought Draisaitl would be the MVP of a series with the in a series with McDavid in it?
Yeah, I guess
Mm.
so. McDavid's been like kind of weird this year. He's not been as dominant in the
I
playoffs,
think
but
I think it's because everybody targets and that kind of leaves Draisaitl open a bit. I don't know. But then I
exactly.
Well, a lot of there's a lot of back and forth play between Draisaitl and McDavid to begin with.
Yeah.
I do notice McDavid makes a lot of noise but doesn't do much with it. Like every game you can see him having the puck like he has the puck way more than Draisaitl, but he does way less than Draisaitl this
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the MVP for the series is obvious. Draisaitl
yeah.
easily.
And
Mhm.
then Canes and Islanders. This one ended a bit quicker than I thought it
Oh
would.
my God, what a snooze fest! What a
Yeah.
snooze fest!
Yeah, I didn't expect the Islanders to roll over in five. Or what was it? Was it five or was it six? It was six, right?
Six.
Yeah.
They
I
came close
expected
game
the
seven.
Canes to win. I just didn't expect it to be
I expect to be
very.
closer.
It was pretty close until the end, actually. Like game six OT, if they won that, they would have gone to seven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Stastny goal, that was kind of can't
Yeah,
blame Sorokin because he's the only reason they were even there. But
yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah,
and
MVP
then
of the series. I
Mhm.
think Aho had a pretty good one there.
let's go to Aho. They switched.
The
They
the
switched
the
two
Canes
goalies too, right?
Aho. The Canes Aho, not
Yeah,
the
yeah, that meme. And then Devils versus Rangers, the most disappointing series in the playoffs, in my
I
opinion.
knew it. I knew Rangers were frauds from the beginning.
Really?
I
I
knew in
always
my
hoped
heart the Devils were gonna win, bro.
yeah.
I think we talked about it on this podcast. Their forward defense is gonna sink
Yeah.
them.
And exactly that's what happened.
Shesterkin has that dog in him to absolutely murder that locker room.
Yeah. He
He took a
should.
shot
He
in
should
that one
honestly.
game.
He's about to, I know damn well after that game he went off and told everyone how much they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when Tony D'Angelo like punched somebody in the locker room that one
Yeah.
time? That should have been Shesterkin this time, man, because what a terrible effort by the entire team.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're like forced like offensive quote unquote offensive stars only had a combined total for like 5 points in a 7-game series.
Panarin and Zibanejad, ghosts.
Yeah.
Lafreniere, absolute bust.
Nowhere to
Nothing.
be found in the games.
I see so much Kane slander, but I don't really like that because I think Kane performed to like what he was worth, you know?
Kane,
Pretty
okay.
good.
Like when they brought in Kane, they should have known that he was a secondary scorer. He's not that first primary scorer guy, and their primary scorers did not show up when it mattered. Chris Kreider was good.
Yeah.
Igor Shesterkin was good. Kane and Tarasenko did their parts, but their big guys, Panarin, he had no goals in that series either. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
abysmal.
And Zibanejad, like they were gone, and you can't expect
A lot of no shows from like the side of New York. Like
Yeah.
that's all we gotta say here.
And then the MVP, I don't think there's much.
Akira
debate for
Schmid.
this.
Akira
Yeah,
Schmid got to be the MVP.
easy.
Yep.
I was so high on him after that first round, but we will come to that in the second round matchups. But yeah. And then Boston versus Florida.
Biggest upset in the whole entire
Upset!
playoffs.
Biggest upset in the history of the NHL. I think
Yep.
this is the biggest
The
one that's happened.
greatest team in the regular season to ever play hockey lost to the 8th seed.
Yes, the way they did it too. They had a lead in game
They
7.
had a 3-1 lead, and then out of nowhere they threw. Hardest throw in history, and that's what they get for 2011.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like before the series, like when the Bruins were on their rampage, I saw so many fans. I don't see this team losing in 7 to. I don't see this Bruins team losing to 7 in any other team, right?
Yeah.
And this is just karma. Like you can't say that. You can't say that.
But they
Like,
had
you
it
can't-
all.
That's
I can
so
see where I can see
unfortunate
where
the
that
way
comes
how it
from though.
went.
They got the grit, they got the skill, they got the leadership. I don't know what.
But you know what they don't have? They don't have Carter Verhaeghe. That's what they don't
Yeah.
have, and
Yeah.
that's
Real.
I think their injuries to Bergeron and Krejci and Omark was playing injured too. Apparently, sunk them that series.
Yeah.
It's the coaching
And,
fault, I think.
I wish I felt bad, but I don't. I don't
No,
know.
nobody feels bad except Bruins.
Like
And
I love
MVP.
Bruins.
I'm a little torn. It's Tkachuk or Bobrovsky. I don't know which, or Montour too. The Panthers had a lot of people show up in this series.
I think solely for that game winner, I think I'm giving MVP to Carter Verhaeghe.
You're gonna give it to Verhaeghe?
Yeah,
I would.
solely for that game winner. Like without that, that was an absolute snipe. It could have gone either way, and Verhaeghe, ended it, and that's why I'm giving it to him.
I got to give it to Montour. They wouldn't have gone to overtime without him.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess so.
true.
That's my way of looking at it. They had a lot of huge performances in that series.
Yeah, like big underdog step ups.
And then the series that broke my heart, Leafs versus.
All I gotta say is I didn't care who won. I want to see your both reactions.
I'm just gonna say.
I mean, I can't even be happy right now because they're down 2-0-2 in the series against the Panthers.
Here's what we gotta talk about though. All right, that unlucky overtime goal.
That was something. Okay, they got unlucky. I'm not too upset over that. Okay, I'm upset because of bunting. That's all. I've been really pissed off in the chat, and it's all because of bunting. I hate that guy with passion.
No, you hate Nyes with a passion.
Nyes is fine. I just said karma because bunting injured versus Chernak, so I just figured it's karma that Leafs got a player injured too.
All right.
No, that's
Well, I mean, if
Nyes injury,
people...
okay, bunting. The thing is, bunting got a suspension. Bennett did not get a suspension.
Bennett is a goon. I don't know how he hasn't been suspended yet. But okay, that's something else. That's the next series.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was awesome.
But yeah,
I was out with my friends at a club when Tavares
Yeah.
scored the game winner, and I started screaming so loud, the security guard thought somebody was getting trampled or something. Like that's how excited I was, and I'm so glad I got to experience that. I had the radio in my ear playing whatever, right? And then just absolute mayhem. So
Yeah. I mean, I feel good for the Leafs fan that have been waiting 19 years. Like ever since you were born, they haven't won, right?
yeah, exactly.
It's,
And
so
that's
like
good.
it's nice to actually get over the hump.
And yeah,
But
MVP for me in that series, Morgan Rielly. I think he runs
That
away with
that
it.
yeah.
series, it is what it is.
Yeah, Riley has to be the one because he's the one guy I was
The
screaming every time
Leaves
he touched
get
the
the
puck.
Leaves get to move on to the second round. Tampa is out in the first round. Just out in the first round. They
That's
went to the finals 3 times in a row. It does not really matter.
Yeah,
okay.
nobody. They're gonna be fine.
Okay.
That's all what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I think the East is gonna be fun next year. But yeah,
Definitely.
now let's move on to the second round. So second round matchups. What do we want to start with?
Let's start with East this time, since we started with the West
East.
for the first round
So
preview.
Florida versus the Leafs. That
I
one,
think just the Leafs are dominating play. Just Bobrovsky is going
yeah,
insane. He's stealing the series so far.
yeah. I can see the games are fun to watch. I'll give it that. That series is insane. It's just end-to-end action. I'm surprised the scores are so low.
It's because both goalies are playing pretty well, but Bobrovsky, he just makes those saves when he's up. Like he preserves the lead, and that's why they're winning like a lot of these games.
Yeah. I really like Bobrovsky this year. He has a if when he gets hot, he's the best goalie in the world. But he's so inconsistent. I'll give it's
Yeah,
hard. Like they paid
I
him 10
I
million for a reason.
yeah. The thing is though, with Bobrovsky's previous play, I don't know how long this will last. It might last the
Yeah.
entire series. It might not last until the next game. So I mean, it's really the thing is the Leafs have to control the play. They're the better team. Like they had a 2-goal lead in the last game, and they gave that up. It's a whole different story. But you should play like the Panthers when they have the lead rather than just giving it up because those goals that they allowed were really sloppy. Like they were really preventable. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's a 2-goal lead, 2-game lead for the Panthers right now, obviously, but it's not over yet. So
Yeah.
Leafs still can win if they control the play. They've been the better team. Time to start scoring goals to reflect that.
Yeah. I was reading somewhere that the you know how the schedule is really weird for the series, like 3-day
Yeah,
breaks like after every single game or like
yeah,
a lot of the games. I was reading that benefited Bobrovsky a bit because he gets
yeah.
tired really quickly. So in a
Exactly. So
way,
yeah, they was rest. But Leafs are perfect on the road this year. So
yeah.
they won the series on the road. So let's see what happens back in Florida. I
So
guess they love playing in sunny Florida or something.
yeah. Oh yeah, I guess they'll be going right back there. Yeah.
Well,
So series predictions.
I'm gonna be bold. Leafs in 7.
Leafs in 7. I'll go Panthers in 6.
oh my lord.
I did up 2-0 actually. What about you?
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. There's no shot. Leafs taking 7.
Holy. Okay.
I
There's
think so too.
Listen, if we're talking about the fact that the Panthers just made the opposite over Boston, if this team, I will say this right now, if this team beats Toronto, they're winning the cup.
Yeah, they're going
Yeah.
to the finals.
They're gonna win the cup.
Yeah. They're easily gonna win the cup because they beat down on every single opponent. Like you've seen Bennett. Like we've seen Bennett like murder every single person that's checking him.
Mhm.
Man, I hate
And
Like
Bennett so much.
I will mark my words. If somehow Florida wins this series in, as Dak said, 6 games, they win the cup. That's simple as
Hmm?
that. But I am a strong believer in Toronto in 7, as they have to wake up at some point.
uh
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. But I want Panthers to make a streak. That's all I want. Like a 10, like a 7-game win streak.
All right.
That's not gonna
Hopefully
happen.
not.
All right.
Hopefully
Next
not.
series.
Yeah, let's go to the next series is Carolina versus Devils. Holy, this series. I tried to watch the game today. It was it's like watching two teams play the trap against each other.
Yeah,
I am gonna be very sad about this series. All Devil series so far has been making me sad, but at the same time, and this, it's just, it's tough.
I
I
wasn't
haven't watched any games, but Devils started off the same way they started off round 1, going down
That is
0-2.
true. I do like that said. being said.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Carolina just feels like they're suffocating them. The Devils don't get into the offensive zone at all. They get one shot and then it's one and done. Like, that's all they're doing.
The thing is, they can't rely on their goalie anymore, and they need to score more. Like they've scored 2
They
goals
have
in the
so
past
much
2 games.
like we've mentioned how much offensive talent they have. Like they honestly should be able to like take control of the game on like in the opponent's zone and be able to actually get a goal or something like that.
I'm
Like
impressed by Carolina.
scoring 1 goal a game is so embarrassing for a Devil squad like that. Like put up more goals than that. As simple as that. Like you can't be allowing 6 goals, 7 goals, and putting up
Mhm.
1 goal. Like that's just not a way to win.
I think it's
And
just a fortunate game one.
and game
Yeah,
2.
it's 2 bad games.
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
hopefully they wake up now again, like
Yeah.
they have this third game is a must win for every team that is down 0-2. There's a must win. So
Yeah. I
get
don't
on.
okay, series predictions.
I said my reasoning. I'm gonna say Devils in 7. My reasoning the same as what I said in Toronto.
I agree. Devils in 7.
I said
The-
Devils in 5 before the series started. But
I did. I said Devils in 7 before the series, but I had to give Carolina credit. But they could pull this off if they keep the pressure on. But I don't know. Once Devils figure out that offense, I don't know how steady Frederick Anderson would be in net for the Carolina Hurricanes.
yeah, he seemed panicky when they did get shots on. He was kind of
Yeah,
all over the
so I
place.
mean, just put those shots on net. Just get
Yeah.
them to the net anyway, and the goals will come. You just have to keep the sustained zone pressure. Start
Yeah.
off with low danger shots. Create those rebounds, and that's all they have to do right now. Like offense needs to get going.
But I think it'll be Canes in 6. The way I've watched Devils play, I don't think a Brendan Moore coach team is gonna choke like the
So
Rangers.
basically, we're having the same thoughts about it. That's all
Yeah,
I'm hearing.
I'm just going against the grain again.
Yeah.
Same as
All
last
right.
series.
Next series.
Edmonton versus the Knights. So only one game's been played in this, and this Knights have won, so 1-0 for the Golden Knights.
Oh my God, this is an offensive battle for
Oh
sure.
my gosh, this whole entire series is gonna be who can outscore who.
The thing is, though, I think this
Okay.
postseason, this postseason, I've liked Eichel better than McDavid, and I don't
Oh,
think that's crazy to say. I don't think that's crazy to say.
Like,
I
okay,
haven't
Eichel,
watched many Vegas games.
Eichel
hear
has
me
been
out, all
really,
right?
really good.
Like, this whole entire series is banking on the fact for Vegas is that their whole entire roster is just better than Edmonton. They just have to deal with Draisaitl and McDavid, right?
They
Yeah,
And honestly, that is pretty bad considering the fact that how good this roster actually is from top down.
I think
yeah,
they
like
falter in the net. You can't have Laurent Brossoit playing against the best offense in the league.
well, I mean, you could say the same about Stuart Skinner, who's been really shaky. Like first game,
Yeah, that's fair.
he's been like, I mean, I would understand that if Edmonton had like a top 20 starter in the league in that, but they just don't. Like he was good in the regular season, but in the playoffs he's been shaky. In the game 6 against LA, he let in that really bad goal, which went off his stick and in.
Yeah, he got
And
bailed
then,
out.
like this game he let in what, 4 goals, 5 goals?
Yeah, he let in 5, I think.
Yeah, 5. So, like he hasn't been the perfect like pinnacle of goaltending. I think Mike Smith had better numbers than him last year.
Really?
So
I'd never liked Smith, but I guess he did get the job done,
yeah,
even
he
though he
got the
was
job done
chaotic.
against Calgary.
So
And
what do you guys got for the series?
I always had Vegas in 6. That was
Vegas
I
in
think
5.
I was never
Okay.
high on the Oilers. I thought
Yeah.
LA would beat them in 7 in the first series, and if they did not give up that overtime to Edmonton in game 4, they might very well could have. I think Vegas in 6.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna say it
against you
right
guys
now.
again. Oilers in 7.
I'm gonna say it
Mm.
right now. I don't think like it's a pure onslaught of which team has better offensive power throughout the whole entire line, and it's just Vegas. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a
Yeah.
wash.
Okay. I gotta give it to Oilers. I think Draisaitl or McDavid will them in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll see. And then next is Seattle versus Dallas. Holy, the first game was
Seattle
pretty
in
good.
7. Seattle in 7 right now.
Seattle
Seattle
in
in
7.
7. I can see that. But what is it? It's 1-1 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seattle. Oettinger has been unbelievable though. That's the only thing that concerns me. I think even if Seattle outplays the Stars in a game, Oettinger will steal at least a game for them.
The thing is, I think the Seattle is one of the best offensive teams in the playoffs
Yeah,
right
even
now.
strength, right?
Like that Ty Cartier kid has been insane. Like he's got 2 goals already in 3 games. So I mean, he can like these guys can definitely score when they want to. And Oettinger, I agree, he is good. He's not invincible. And the thing is, Seattle is just so deep. Like I want to see them win because they can definitely do it.
Yeah, they're built like the Vegas Golden Knights in the first year.
Yeah.
Just
Like
the
they
4
have
lines of
everything
scoring.
from top to bottom to defense. Their goaltending might be a little shaky, but like I think the defense makes up for that. You know, they have really good defensive defensemen, really good offensive guys too. Vince Dunn is like a top 5 Norris contender this year. Like they have a lot of options.
Yeah. So predictions.
Seattle in 7. I have to give it to them.
Seattle in 7, honestly.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I won't disagree for once. I'll just go Seattle in 7.
Yeah,
Alright.
That's what I want to see.
that's great.
Yeah,
We'll
so that does it. Unless you guys want to add something specific.
I'm done.
Yeah, we're done. Good night.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for watching.
Y'all have a good one.